Hey everybody, Marion the Barbarian here. We're trying something a little different, a little Sean Staplefield type thing. So we're using Daniele Maullu Latte and Menta. We're just doing an edge test, and this way I can focus on my shave more and how the edge performs, and shorten the videos up because we're not talking about anything new. I will throw up the base ingredients and the scent notes real quick. And in my opinion, this is after the shave I'm talking about. It is a minty, creamy scent off the top and when you're shaving, but it is nice and woodsy towards the end. And we were doing the edge test, as you can see now, with this Solingen made unbranded razor. And the edge test is coming from, I took it back to the 8K Shapton Glass, and I took it to it until I felt good. I accidentally hit it on the scales when I was closing it last time. And then I took it to the gray Tam O'Shanter with the heavy slurry, 1.2K Atoma slurry was made on it. Then I took it to the 12K Naniwa Superstone. And when I finished up on that, I decided to take it to a very light slurry on the Vermont Slate so I can soften the edge up. The issue I had with this razor last time is it was really nice and sharp. It was performing well, but the post wasn't good. It didn't feel good. And I was hoping that hopefully taking it to the Vermont Slate afterwards, which should be comparable to like the 12K Naniwa, should have softened it up a little, especially with a little slurry. And the reason I went from the 8K Shapton Glass to the 12K Naniwa was to soften the edge a little before I went to that synthetic edge. And the plan was to finish on that 12K the entire time, but we ended up not going that route. I figured what would it hurt to put a light slurry on the Vermont Slate. But I will tell you, from the time we went from the 12K Naniwa to the Vermont Slate, I didn't take many laps even trying to lighten it up, and the edge was starting to dig in. And so we cleaned off the stone, put a Dawn Platinum, guys, the good stuff. And we put the Dawn Platinum on the stone, got a good soap base going, and we ran it until it was feeling like I was just making too much contact. I was taking torque off as I could, and we didn't spend much time on the stones. And I will admit, this is more comfortable than it was the last time. I still don't think it's where I wanted it to be, comfort and sharpness. I can tell you now, feeling it's a decently close shave, but it's not what I want it to be, but it was more comfortable than last time. I just need to find a combination that works for me, figure some things out. I went to the synthetics just to see what I could do, and synthetics, now that I've kind of worked things out on some naturals and things aren't going exactly the way I want, when I went back to the synthetics, they were a little easier to use to get to a very sharp edge. Comfortable, not so much. And I'm trying to find a blend, or maybe just I need to have more patience on my natural stones. And there was a point during the shave that the first pass, the soap was feeling a little dry. That's on me. But I did see some blood on the edge, but I didn't see any weepers during the cleanup or anything at all. Like I said, it's a very sharp edge. I'm not completely satisfied with it, but I think I'm satisfied with it enough to send it off and let someone test it out and tell me what they think. We're pretty much done. Aftershave splash, alum, all that good stuff. And I think that's it. Maybe a little bit of tunes until the very end if you want to hear what I got to say in the video at the end. But that's about it, guys. After all, that alum, that doesn't burn.